Hello class, receiving students and teachers. Thank you, you may sit down. All right, receiving students, class. In our previous lesson, what did we look at? Can somebody tell us what we looked at? Receiving students, what did we look at in our previous lesson? Okay, let's have Thai.
Factor.
Okay, good. We looked at factors, right? And we used factor pillars. We used factor pillars, receiving students, to identify or to pick out what? Factors, or the numbers of factors. So this chart up here, class, receiving students, all right, this chart explains everything or explains the number of factors of a whole number. Okay, so in our previous lesson we looked at that. We only looked at the diagram, factor pillar, and we identified, you picked out the factors from the diagram. So this table here, receiving students and class, it clearly explains everything. All right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. All right, the whole number. Then you have whole number, which is 12. Then you have the factor pillar, okay, 12 in using a factor pillar. And this is how you identify the factors. Factors of what number? 12. Factors of 12, okay. Now some of you might say, receiving students, using your diagram, some of you might say factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 12, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might say that there are 12 factors altogether. All right? But these are just, these numbers here are pairs. Okay? When you multiply 1 times 12, gives you 12. Gives you that number, that whole number. All right? So 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12, okay, and then the other way around, 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 1 is 12. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. All right, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. All right, you don't say 12 again, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is just reversed. All right, but these are pairs of numbers. When you multiply these numbers together, it gives you a product, okay? You multiply numbers together, that gives you a product. Those numbers that are being multiplied are the factors of that number, that product. So how many factors are there for 12? 6. Okay, good. Let's look at the whole number 6. All right, in the diagram of a factor pillar, all right, this is how you got your factors. You multiply 1 times 6, which gives you 6. 2 times 3 gives you 6. 3 times 2 gives you 6. 6 times 1 gives you 6. So when you multiply them, all right, the numbers of the factors are 1, 2, 3, 6. So 1, 2, 3, and 6 are factors of 6. Okay? Are factors of 6. So how many factors are there? 4. Okay, now the next one, number 3. The whole number 3. What are the factors of 3? 1 and 3. Only how many? Only 2. Only 2 numbers, or 2 factors. Because 1 times 3 gives you 3. The other way around, 3 times 1 gives you 3. So that's how we identify, or we pick out factors of a number, the whole number. Okay, class, and receiving students. All right. Now moving away from factors. Now receiving students, you should have a number line on the board, all right, or on the chart. 0 up to the number line from 0 up to 20. Okay? From 0 up to 20. Receiving students? All right, class, you'll also have on your table, you have sheets of paper with the number line 0 to 20. Now this is what you are going to do. All right, I'd like you, class, receiving students, on your number line, I'd like you to move. Get a pencil. All right, receiving students, get a pencil. I want you to move on your number line 4 places. Okay, starting from 0, move your number line 4 places. Count 4 places. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Receiving students? Now, I'd like you to circle that number. When you stop at the number after 4 places, circle that number. Already? Count 4 places. Start from 0 and you count 1, 2, 3, 4. So, receiving students, class, 4 places. Start from 0. See 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you circle that number, okay? All right, continue. Next 4 places. Quickly, receiving students, next 4 places. You move 4 places again, you circle that number. Okay, receiving students. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, circle the number. So every time you move 4 places, you circle that number. You circle the number every 4 places that you move. Anyone finished? Yes? Hands up if you have finished. Okay, very good. Hands down. Make sure you complete right till the end. Just 4 places. It only stops at 20, so you won't go right to the end. All right, we finished? Okay, thank you. Now, you've circled all the numbers, the numbers that you move every 4 places, right? Receiving students? Okay, good. Now, I want you to look carefully at those numbers that are circled. And I want you to give me the pattern. Identify anything about those numbers that are being circled? Receiving students? In your own words, just tell us, or tell me anything, or can you see any pattern with these numbers that have been circled?
Four times table.
Sorry, come again?
4 times table.
Okay. What's your name? Onia. Okay, Onia said 4 times. He said something about 4 times table. Okay, class? Thank you, Onia. 4 times table. Okay, thank you. Anything else? Any pattern? You see, every 4 places you move, you circle the numbers. Receiving students? Class? Look at the numbers. Look at those circled numbers. Tell us. You have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Think, what else? Is there a pattern, anything that you can identify with the numbers? Okay, Onya, he had a good answer there. He said 4 times table, 4 times. But what else? Any other pattern there? Looking at those numbers, is there anything else apart from 4 times table? Okay, Jason?
4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, 4 times 5.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Good. All right, same with Onea. Mentioned something about the 4 times table. Okay, class? All right, Robert.
4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 4 equals 12. 12 plus 4 equals 16. 16 plus 4 equals 20.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Very good. All right, Robert saying we add every 4 places, we add. Okay, so 0 is 4, which is 4. 4 plus 4, you move 4 places, you add 4. Yes, class, receiving students? 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. So a pattern there, a pattern here, you can also, you add. Add 4. Each time you add 4. You move 4 places, add 4. Okay. Very good, receiving students and class. Today's lesson, we are going to be looking at multiples. What is a multiple? All right, what is a multiple? Okay, you see these numbers here? 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. They are multiples. And can you tell me what they are multiples of which number? Receiving students and class? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. They are multiples of which number? Which whole number? Emmanuel?
4.
Okay, very good. Emmanuel?
4.
Okay, thank you. They are multiples of 4. Do you agree? They are multiples of 4. So what is a multiple? Class, can you read, please?
The product of a given
Number and any whole number. Okay, the product of a given number and any whole number. Product meaning when you multiply 2 numbers, you get the answer. So the answer is called a product. So for example, 4 times 1 is, what's 4 times 1? 4. So 4 is the product. 4 is the product of 4 times 1. Okay, so the product of a given number or any whole number. So 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. These numbers are called, what are they called, class? Multiples. They are called multiples of 4. Okay, who can give me the first 3 multiples of 3? The first 3 multiples of 3. Receiving students, class? The first 3 multiples of 3. Okay, first 3 multiples of 3, or you can come up to the board and circle. Using your number line, come to the board, draw a square. Draw a square around the first 3 multiples of 3. Okay, we didn't have a girl to give us any answers, so we'll have, okay, Lorraine. Receiving students, you also go to the board and draw squares. Okay, thank you, Lorraine. Is she correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, we can write it down, the first 3 multiples. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9, and then so on. Okay, you continue. All right. So those multiples, again, when we look at multiples, when you multiply 2 numbers to get a product, okay, the product or the answer is the multiple of that given number. Now, your exercise class, I want you to complete your exercise. 1 receiving students, 1A, B, C, and D. Find the first 5 multiples of the following whole numbers. You have 3, 7, 5, and 10. Okay, copy this one down, 3, 7, 5, and 10. What you do is you write down the first 5 multiples, okay, just the first 5. Sorry. 3, 7, 5, and 10. Pick down here for you to see. Okay, who's finished? Very good. Just first 5, okay? First 5 multiples of each number there. So that's where our times table comes in. Do we know our times tables? We're going to move on to question 2. Those of you who are still copying. Okay, those of you, if you finish with question 1, question 2, you have question 2, the same question. You are going to multiply to find the first 5 multiples of numbers 8, 6, 11, and 9. 8, 6, 11, and 9. Okay, we're going to correct our exercise. We'll correct one from exercise 1 and one from exercise 2, okay? Now the other exercises, you can complete that in your own time or for your homework. Okay, receiving students and teachers. The other exercises that we're going to correct can be done for your homework and will be corrected by your teacher later at your own time. All right. We'll have one. We correct 1B, 7. Okay, I'd like somebody to come to the board, write the first 5 multiples of 7. And 2C, 6, first 5 multiples of 6. Okay, receiving students, you can also go up to the board and write the first 5 multiples of those numbers. The other exercises, if you haven't completed it, complete in your own time and your teacher will correct it for you, with you. Okay. Victoria, okay, Victoria for 7, okay. What about 6? Okay, let's have Jordan. Jordan for number 6. First 5. Where's Jordan? First 5. So you start off with 7. First 5. That 7 is just the whole number. Can you go and change it? So you must start off with 7. 7 and write in the oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see the first 5. First 5 multiples of 7, first 5 multiples of 6. Okay, 7. Is this correct with the first 5 multiples, receiving students? Class? Okay, let's try. 7 ones are 7. 7 twos are 14. 7 fives are 35. Okay, good. So first 5 multiples, they're correct. For 7. Now let's try 6. Any? All correct? Yes? All right, let's go. 6 ones. 12. That's a 30. Okay, good. All right. Class, for your homework, this is what you're going to do. You're going to, in order for you to get multiples, you're going to draw number lines, okay? You're going to draw number lines and you're going to identify, like what we did, you're going to find the first 5 multiples of 3, 7, 5, and 10 by using number lines, okay? So you draw a number line for 3, 7, 5, and 10. And you identify the multiples, just like what we did here. Is that clear? Okay, so you draw a number line for A, draw a number line for B, C, and D, and you identify the multiples by circle, putting a circle or putting a square. Is that clear, class? Receiving students. Okay, that's what you're going to do for your homework. For exercise 1 only, okay, exercise 1. A, B, C, and D, that's what you're going to do. You draw number lines, okay, to identify the multiples. All right, class, so we're going to stop here. Once again, multiples. Who can tell us what multiples are? What do we know about multiples? Class, receiving students, what do we know about multiples? Vanessa?
The product of a given number or any whole number.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. The product of a given number or any whole number. The product meaning an answer, okay, or when you multiply 2 numbers together, you get the product. That's the answer. For example, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. What is the product? What is the product? 4 times 2 is 8. What's the product? When you multiply 4 and 2, what do you get? 8. 8 is the answer when you multiply 4 and 2. So 8 is the product. Okay, class? Receiving students? 8 is the product or the answer. 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. What's the product? 18. Yes, 18 is the product. Okay? All right. So in other words, the product or multiples of a given number. Thank you, class and receiving students, for your participation in today's lesson.